Hello, my name is Luciano Massiti. I'm the CEO of Primary Industries Education Foundation Australia, otherwise known as PIEFA. PIEFA's main role is to promote food and fibre education in schools across Australia. Today's presentation is to introduce you to some of the websites, programs and products that PIEFA has to offer teachers to encourage their students to learn more about where their food comes from. So today I'll start with the PIEFA website, which you'll find at piefa.edu.au. I clicked on the news link and went to the newsletter. One of the best things you can do is sign up for our newsletter. So if you go here onto this web page, sign up for the newsletter. It's a once a month newsletter that's full of resources and ideas and activities that are happening across Australia that can inspire you to work with your students on learning more about where their food comes from. Next, I'd like to show you the Prime Zone website, and you'll find that at primezone.edu.au. Prime Zone is the main place you'll find resources. There are well over 600 types of resources from K to 12 on this website. As well, we have links to Prime Zone Academy, which is our online course platform, Farmer Time, which is a program to engage schools, classrooms with producers in their own location, and links to careers through our Career Harvest website. Firstly, I'd like to talk about the way we might find resources here on Prime Zone. So looking at the menu here, we can click on Search Resources, which will take us to the search window here. And in the search window here, we'll type in forestry. And that will take us to a page with a range of resources that are linked to the topic of forestry. If we look here at this resource here, what do you do? People working in forestry. So each of our resources is targeting a particular subject, and in this case, geography and science. It indicates what type of activity it is. So in this case, it's a video, and it's targeting years 5 and 6. So all the resources on Prime Zone are structured in a very similar fashion. There are resources here that target a number of subjects, including technology, science, history, and several here to do with agriculture as well. So if we click on this resource, it will take us to another page with a description of the resource and then a link to the actual video. So there are other ways in which we can search for resources on Prime Zone. If we go to the main page by clicking on the logo of Prime Zone, we scroll down here and we discover there are other types of search functions here where you can search for resources according to year group. So if we click on the 4 to 6, it will come up with a range of resources that target 4 to 6. And again, you get the subject area, the type of resource, and the year group that it's targeting. So that's the main part of Prime Zone, where you can search for a number of teaching resources. If we now move on to the Prime Zone Academy, click on the link here. Prime Zone Academy is located on a website. The address is primezoneacademy.edu.au. There's a link right here and a link right here. We click on here and we end up at the Prime Zone Academy website. Now this website contains a number of courses, and so far we have 2 courses targeting primary schools, one on cotton and one on grains. Now this Prime Zone Academy site is also for teachers to do professional development, So we have online professional development courses which we are establishing. So we'll quickly have a look at the cotton course. And each of our resources targets particular curriculum. And if we open up here, so these courses are interactive courses. They're autonomous courses. That is, your students can go through these courses autonomously. There are different tasks, some reading tasks, there are videos to watch, and at the end of each section there's a quiz that students need to complete to enable them to move on to the next section. In this particular course, there are a number of practical activities as well as assignments towards the end. So a teacher can choose to get their students to go through the entire course or parts of the course, depending on what subject they're doing in class. The same is said for the wheat course, the Grow Great Grains. Now if we go back to the course dashboard, the teacher-based courses here, there are two. One of them's an introduction to food and fibre contact for primary teachers and an introduction to Prime Zone Academy. Now you can pre-register for these and then we can let you know when they'll become available. There'll be many more courses added to this platform over the next 6 months. So please stay tuned. And again, if you sign up for the Prime Zone Academy, then you'll get updates. Now if we go back, to our Prime Zone website. The next program that PIEFA has is called Farmer Time. Farmer Time is a virtual farm tour where students can engage with a producer from the classroom in a 30-minute video conference. Now, the types of farmers we can engage in are not limited to agricultural farmers. We can connect you with fishers and foresters and anything along the supply chain of those products. So it doesn't necessarily have to be just in the location of the farmer. So Farmer Time can engage students from K to 12 and provide some real world context. So if we click here, we go to I'm a Teacher. We come to another page here with a number of resources to assist you in the classroom. So get your class involved, a guide on how to use Farmer Time, and links to the Australian and in this case New South Wales curriculum. And over the next coming months there'll be links for secondary schools and every other state. If we go to About Farmer Time, there's further information about how you get involved. So the best way to get involved is to contact me. If you have an interest in engaging in Farmer Time, we can line you up with a producer, and then in the classroom what you do is work with your students and come up with a list of 5 questions to ask the person that you'll be interviewing, and then you'll be able to spend time with them learning about what goes on in the context of their workplace. So very much not only is it understanding about what happens on a day-to-day basis, but also it's an introduction about the careers that are involved with that industry. Again, if you have any questions about that, please contact me on ceo@piefa.edu.au or office@piefa.edu.au, or you can call me. My number's right there. So we'll step back again and we'll go back to our Prime Zone website and we move across to careers. So PIEFA's main career website is called Career Harvest. That's careerharvest.com.au. So if we click right here, we end up at Career Harvest. Now, Career Harvest has information about different careers. It has information about scholarships and experiences and a number of videos about careers. So students can make some choices here. They may like to work outdoors, helping people, growing things. We click here at the possibilities, and then we come up with a list of possible careers. And if we click on crop farmer, we have a number of job titles that might relate to a crop farmer, the tasks that might be involved with those activities, and links to ways in which students might be able to get qualifications to enable them to pursue that career. There's also links to information about scholarships, and also information about videos that will explain different types of careers. So there's a range of scholarships available. This is constantly updated, so it's the latest information on the website. So that's Career Harvest, found at careerharvest.com.au. And we're back here at Prime Zone. So we'll go to the main page here, and I'll just show you a few more functions with the Prime Zone website. Scroll down here. We will be listing all our new resources just further down on the page, and the PIEFA developed resources will be listed here as well. I would also like to thank our industry partners. We have a number of research and development corporations that support what we do at PIEFA, and a number of associate members who all work together for a common cause, and we're very grateful for their support for PIEFA to continue its work. Down the bottom of the page here we have another set of useful links, and over the coming week there will be more information there in a blog that I'll be producing. And finally, PIEFA has a number of social media accounts. You'll find PIEFA on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. All those platforms are updated daily with the latest information, the latest resources, lots of links, and some very inspiring stories about what teachers are doing in their schools across Australia. So please subscribe to the Facebook, Instagram and Twitter pages, and that way you'll get the most up-to-date information about what is happening in PIEFA. That was my presentation for today. If you have any questions about anything that I've talked about today, or would like to get more involved, please email me on ceo@piefa.edu.au. I look forward to speaking with you, and thanks for your time today.